Most of the times what we are told as terrorism is not really terrorism. It's just propaganda to try and label some people to look as if some people are bad, when it is just a resistance. Some people are coming together to fight back Western imperialism. There is terrorism in the world, really, for real. There is terrorism, but on the other side, it's not always everything that is really terrorism. Us as Africans would understand this, because during the time when Africa was colonized and was under the oppression of the white colonizers, when black people were organizing themselves in order to fight back and liberate ourselves, our liberation movement leaders were called terrorists and were prisoned, the Nelson Mandelas and the Robert Mugabes of Africa, charged of terrorism. So you need to understand that before you make your mind and listen to the garbage that they are telling you, that Iran is a terrorist regime, what, blah, blah, blah. You need to understand the context first. You need to understand where these people are coming from. When they chant death to America, death to Israel, before you call them terrorists, you need to understand and look back at history. Where are these people coming from? Where does the hate come from? It's just not out of the blue. And those powers that be knows it and understand it, but they won't tell you the truth. They will manipulate you and point fingers and say they are bad, they are terrible, but they forget already what they have done. Like so many people have said, October the 7th in Israel did not start on October the 7th. It goes back in history, where Palestinians were persecuted, were tortured, were displaced, and were kept and controlled under an open air prison, where Israel controls every single thing that they get, whether they get water or not, whether people can move in and out or not. Then at the end of the day, what do you expect from a group of people? They don't have the military power and the military mighty to declare war on you so that it can be a military war without hating civilians. What do you expect from them to do? They will resort to whatever, out of desperation, they will resort to whatever means that they have to fight back. It is just a resistance. But you know what the West does? They will manipulate you and tell you this is terrorism, this is that, this is that. If you look at the region of the Middle East, there is so much terrorist groups, but you know where they come from? Is because of the actions of the United States of America and Israel, removing governments, launching wars, bombing and attacking these countries. When you look at the regime changes that they have done, Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq, they did not mean anything. They keep on playing same tricks. And what do you expect from the people? Let's say Iran, in this instance, they don't have the military power that the United States have. If that is true, then they go on and they keep bombing what they're doing. They will end up removing the regime which is there now. But the question is, there is a group of people, there's a group of young people, there's a group of soldiers within Iran which is going to feel disheartened, which is going to feel very angry, which is going to feel disappointed in whatever they do. They might remove the supreme leader today and replace him with the Shah's son or whatever they want to do. But at the end of the day, that group of people within Iran will still feel the anger towards the United States of America. They will still feel the anger towards Israel because of what they are doing to them. As a people, you will feel disgusted if another country keeps on treating you like that, keeps on bombing you whenever they choose to, and do whatever they want with you, and feel pride and boast on the internet and all over TV saying, yeah, we have done it, we are supreme. What do you think they will do? Because they are going to feel anger, they are going to feel disgusted because of your actions. If they don't have the ability and the military capability that you have, they're going to resort to terrorism. They're going to resort to be suicide bombers, because they know at least we have exerted our revenge. The world is drunk. People know the truth, but they hide it. They pretend and act as if what they're doing is right, but they know deep inside it is not right. It is not just terrorists. Iran is not a terrorism regime. I do not support an oppressive regime. But at the end of the day, they have a right to exist. They have a right to govern themselves. No country in the world is supposed to have the power. There is United Nations, but the United States of America and Israel keeps on violating every single international law. They don't care and they do whatever they please. And what do you expect from the world? You're going to get a response sometimes in the means of terrorism, because that's what they have. If they have rocks, they will use rocks to throw at you. And look, man, Iran made a grave mistake. They were just supposed to make the fucking nuclear bomb. You don't have to parade to anybody. Israel did it. They made the nuclear bomb weapons without telling anybody, without declaring to anyone. Nobody was monitoring them. So Iran was supposed to do the fucking same thing. And the world must learn. The global south is so weak. Russia, China, Iran, and the rest of the countries in this bunch, you need to have a proper alliance. There has to be a proper unit, and you have to build your military strong enough to stand against this. You know your enemy is very strong, but this alliance is not strong. This alliance is very, very weak. They have a very strong alliance, but us as the global south, we don't have a strong alliance, because I can tell you, you might be next. Imagine you might be next. Vladimir Putin, you might be next. Xi Jinping in China, you might be next. So what are you doing about it? We need to build up a strong military as well. We cannot have a situation where one country detects whatever the fuck they want to everybody in the world. It's not sustainable to anybody.